yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big.
Snags it and he's open. Got some room in it to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Across the 25, he's got room. Speeding down the left side. The 30. He's at the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Off the RPO, complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's knocked down. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. 4th down, Williams. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Washington. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Throwing, Williams. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Williams looking for a man. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it on the outside. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Here's Williams to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. QB got it himself. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Going for it all. Intercepted to stop the threat.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Here's a heat. Unloads it left. Got his man. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball around.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Across the 45. Touchdown, Oklahoma! It was all over, right to the house.
That is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see them not adjust. And then, listen, you can see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so he can come up and make a play.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Williams. He's going to fire deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. Finds a seam. Inside the 30. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other. It was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. That was about as exciting a first quarter as you could possibly have. Numbers are impressive as we look at the stats. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Got it in the middle, it's Hansen. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here comes the offense on first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Third down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Pulls it in, it's Hansen. Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Quickly out to the tight end. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
And the Sooners come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Finds his man. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He's looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our...
He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Washington. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Williams.
Now, you want to be a great run defense. Your DBs hack.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Oh, they're after him. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
Man, did he find the sweet spot on that one, and just like that, punched them out of trouble. He gets a block. Powers through. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it.
Snags it, and there's running room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Caught, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. But get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Throwing, Williams. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Washington wants to go quickly. Play action with Williams. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's going to take a shot. It's a big stride inside the 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. But a little time, lets it go. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Inside the 50. Past the 30. The 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. And while that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David. But
throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And the Huskies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play.
that's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Here's Williams to throw. He's taking the shot. Touchdown, Huskies. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he hitched, got rid of it quickly on the line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Sategna. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to...
There's a crease. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field to score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And the extra point was good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Williams fires to the right. Williams got it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Washington right back to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Pulled and fired complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Hansen. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide open up.
Got a little grass. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this
breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
David, I mean, You can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back, but when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. If you can't jump out of your gap, you can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays. And those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. Bust through behind his pad. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Huskies want to move quickly. They'll move the wide receiver. Williams. Fires to the tight end. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Williams. Fires into the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Knocked down in the backfield. And boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? To throw, it's Mateer. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened. And that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Going for the big play. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And now this offense will take the field again. They'll run it on the counter. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. Past the 20. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, and especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a first and goal. Gets the back moving. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he makes the extra point. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 30. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on it. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going and can build throughout the season.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And he made the extra point without problem. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third down from the gun, Williams. Got his man on the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Huskies in the hurry up.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space.
He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Williams. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Williams to the air again.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Williams on the play fake. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. 8th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd down, here's Washington. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Williams. He'll take a shot. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot for the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game.